Years ago, the comedian Zarna Garg put up a personal ad on an Indian singles site. She goes on to say, only contact me if you want to get married. No friends. Kindly include your most recent tax returns and medical records. And in case you're wondering, this absolutely worked for her. 27 years later, she's still married. One of the takeaways I have from this personal ad is that people who just say what they want, they just spell it out. The people that can communicate simply and directly, they are far more likely to get what they want than those who don't. Let's think about those of us who are communicating regularly with the C-suite. I know from working with C-level executives for 20 years, they have a tremendous amount of information coming at them all the time. I always like to say they are up to their eyeballs. And so, in that environment, anybody who's able to cut through that noise, communicate with clarity, they just have a huge advantage over other people who can't. So, that ability to be clear, it is so essential for performance, but also for your own career, for your own leadership impact. So, let's talk about that. And I want to talk to you about three common themes I see about what tends to get in the way. I mean, nobody intends to not be clear, but the truth is it's so common. And there are a few reasons why. The really common trap that I see is something that we fall into. I call it decoding. Decoding is that mismatch between what we say and what we mean, and it is a problem when it comes to clarity. For instance, here's what it can sound like. We might say to an employee, I want you to show up differently. But what you might really mean is, I need you to talk less. You talk too much in meetings. You might say to your manager, I want to continue to grow in my career. But what you really mean is, tell me one way or the other, am I being considered for a C-suite role? Am I on a succession plan? You might be saying to your organization, we have an opportunity to grow. But maybe what you really mean to say is, I need you to focus on the things that will actually make us money. Stop chasing random ideas. Focus on what drives revenue. Now, certainly there are many ways to deliver a direct message, but regardless of how you serve it up, if we aren't, everybody is left guessing. They're trying to translate. They're wondering, what did you really mean? Instead of doing what you actually need them to do, which is to act, maybe to change. When we're not clear, people may have no idea that, in fact, you're trying to send us a message. And so once again, we see a misunderstanding, wasted energy, and everybody just leaves feeling dissatisfied. So